Good evening, I'm Pinky Webb. Tonight we ask the questions, we tackle the issues, we clarify matters, and we get on point. From allegations of kickbacks to ghost and substandard projects, all eyes are on the government's flood control initiatives. At the center of the issue, the Department of Public Works and Highways. But despite the widening scandal, DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan still enjoys the trust of the President. Let's get on point with DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan, who joins us on the phone. Secretary, again, thank you for your time and welcome to the program.
Thank you, too, for giving me the opportunity, Pinky, and good evening to our listeners.
We're always here, sir, we've been actually wanting to speak to you, but very important today because there's so much I'd like to get a reaction from you on. Number one, Congressman Leandro Leviste, supposed to be bribed by the district engineer, Batangas 1st District Engineer, Abelardo Calalo. Secretary, in the midst of all this talk on corruption, substandard, ghost projects, which involves politicians, contractors, and the DPWH, were you even surprised? Were you surprised that such an attempt was made to a neophyte congressman?
Yeah, very surprised, Pinky. And I didn't expect that this district engineer would attempt to bribe a congressman at that, and that's why I meted him actually a preventive suspension right away, and I ordered him to file an explanation of his actions actually, so that they can properly look into all the matters and if it's necessary, sanction him, whatever it needs to be done.
So he's on preventive suspension at the moment.
Yes.
And from last I heard, sir, he was also supposed to be under the custody of the police. Was there any any reply from an explanation being asked by the DPWH, sir?
Not yet. I think because we just issued actually the notice to him. And I think we were expecting that he would be rendering his explanations within 72 hours.
Mm-hmm. But what is it, Secretary? Are they on desperate mode? We are, how many months to the end of the year? Obviously, there are projects that are supposed to be funded for this year of 2025. Para bang, how do you explain this to us? Naghahabol ba sila para matuloy yung mga proyekto? What's happening?
Well, I don't think so. I think they're more cautious actually right now in implementing all these projects that they're handling because of this ongoing assessment and investigations that the President has ordered me to undertake actually in all the flood control projects that have been completed and actually that are being implemented right now. So I think, they're very cautious and,
They don't want the congressmen probably or the politicians to look into the flood control projects. Actually, that's one of the reasons also told to us by the congressman. Parang ayaw nila ituloy yung mga investigation into these flood control projects.
Well, I think if we continue anyway, that's probably what their impression is. But I think as far as we're concerned, as instructed by the President, we have to undertake and continue the investigations until we get to the bottom of all these the perceived anomalies and even ghost projects at that,
right.
Pinky. So,
Secretary, there were two issues, among others, raised by the congressman from the 1st District of Batangas. One was that meron daw supposed to be told to him by the district engineer 10 to 20% na natatanggap yung dating congressman. And number two was that the bidding is actually rigged. Namimili daw si Congressman allegedly ng contractor na mananalo. I guess the question is, Secretary, was this a surprise for you? And how do you react to a revelation such as this?
Well, there has been stories about it, to be honest, about it, Pinky. I think we have heard some stories about similar cases like this, but this is what we are trying to unearth, actually, and come up with documents, after documentations that would really authenticate everything. Although, I think while it is, ano ba tawag nito, public knowledge, so siguro kung minsan, mga ganyang istorya, but I think, ang kwan lang namin dito is to pin, of course, we always have to look who are involved in all these transactions, including our people, because at the end of the day, it's actually our people actually who would be implementing all these projects. They will be signing all the documents and paying all the contractors and things like this.
Let's take this, for example, Secretary. That's something that we need to talk about. Si Congressman po, gumawa po siya ng site inspection. It was we're gonna show photos of that. This is in Binambang Riverbank. It's a protection project in Bulacan. Ang sabi po niya, medyo nasira daw po ito. That's why they were able to get the sheet piles. And when measured, the sheet piles that are used for the flood control projects measured somewhere from 4 to 5.5 meters. But upon checking, he said government paid the contractor for 15 meters. In other words, 5 meters lang daw po yung sheet pile, pero ang binayaran daw ng gobyerno, 15 meters. In a situation like this, Secretary, can you go back to the contractor and hold them liable, number one, ask them to redo the project or ask them to redo the project? What can government do when you have, for example, just siguro thinking that that is accurate, yung kanyang nakita po? What can government do about that?
Well, if it is still within the warranty period, then we can ask actually the contractor to redo the work in accordance with the specifications in his contract. But if it has lapsed, if the warranty has lapsed, then I think if we find that these are the short, the things that had been done, we will ask actually our people why this became so. So at the end of the day, it's now going to be our people who will be answerable.
Yeah, two things.
And of course, actually, the contractor will have a record on us actually that he has done a bad job.
Okay, two things, sir. Taking off from what you said. In that situation, because there's just so much, again, information and talks on substandard, ghost projects, yung pong sabihin po natin yung sa pinakita po natin kanina sa Binambang Riverbank Protection Project in Bulacan. I think, if I'm not mistaken, sir, that was completed 2023, I think, no? I'll check my records again. It's important, sir, to find out, kasi kung 2023, for example, kayo po ay secretary na po ng DPWH, would you be able to look into the paper trail of this particular project and check who was in charge sa Bids and Awards Committee, who released the money, and again, who released the final payment when the project was supposed to be said or described as completed?
Yes, we will be able to get all this information, Binky. I think all these are documented anyway in the files of the District Engineering Office. Actually, now we want to be sure actually that when you said this was completed in 2023, this could have been one of the first projects that were implemented under this administration. No, you see. in 2023, that was the first budget of this administration, where most likely the project was funded. So I think we have all the records and the documents still intact in that office.
That's good to know, sir, because now I'm looking at the Sumbong sa Pangulo website. Tatlo po yan yung construction of riverbank protection along Binambang River. I'm seeing 3 for now, and one is 77 million, another is 96 million, another is 77 million again. Actually, identical po yung dalawa. 77,198,760, 77,198,760, and the other one is 96,067,745.81. Yes, sir, completed. 11/16/2023, December 12, 2023, and December 14, 2023.
Okay. Yes, I think that. Yeah, I think that if it was completed late 2023, it could have been funded under the budget, the first budget of this administration.
Yes, the Marcos administration. Okay, fair enough, sir. You mentioned warranty. Just for our knowledge, sir, usually, how long is the warranty?
The warranty usually is 1 year after it is accepted by the department, the project.
Accepted or signed completed, sir?
Accepted by the department. Accepted.
So
completed and accepted by the department.
That doesn't
1
sound
year.
That doesn't sound fair to me, sir. No, of course I'm not in the business, but if the DPWH were to accept that project, that means hindi pa po inuumpisahan yung proyekto. And the warranty is only 1 year. Would that be correct, sir?
No, I think no. When it is completed and accepted by the department and accepted, there is a process for accepting a project when it is completed. You have to render a quality assurance unit. You have to get concurrence also from the auditor and all these things before you pay the final billing, the final contract amount, and then there is a documentary process to accept the project.
I see.
After that, then the 1 year warranty period will start.
Do you think that a 1 year warranty is acceptable, sir?
Well, that's actually the norm in government projects.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the 1 year warranty. It's always actually, Pinky. I think we withhold 10% of the contract amount as a guarantee, as a warranty for anything that has to be redone. I mean, if there's going to be repairs to be done during the warranty period.
Pero for example, kasi ito, Secretary, no, kung completed, the last one completed in December 14, 2023, ibig sabihin na bayaran na po siya kasi completion date is December 14, 2023. Tapos na po yung warranty niya because that would be December 13 of 2024.
Yeah, until December 2024.
Yeah.
If it was completed in 2023, then the warranty extends all the way to 2024
All right.
for 1 year.
And as you mentioned a while ago, there's a paper trail. Makikita po who signed on this
Yes.
and released the money, etc. Because the reason I'm bringing that up, Secretary, is if it is accurate what the congressman did and his team siguro po measured rather the sheet piles, that would be a clear violation of what is supposed to be stipulated in the project na dapat 15 meters.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
tama yan.
All
Tama
right.
yan. So there is sense of corruption, I would bluntly say.
Yes, and can the contractor be held liable?
Yes, I think he can be held liable because now it would be documented very well. Dr. He can be liable, and I think he can be sanctioned.
Okay.
can be sanctioned to be blacklisted or even banned for participating in infrastructure projects of the department.
Pero ganun lang po yun, Secretary, blacklisted lang or banned? Wala po yung... Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, well, because it is, well, in the first place, it was accepted already by
I see.
by
The DPWH.
DPWH, and there could have been some circumstances that led to the destruction of what he had done as well. No.
Okay, got it, sir. We'll be taking a very short break. We'll continue our discussion with DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan. When we return, stay tuned. This is On Point. Welcome back. Still with us, DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan. Secretary, thank you for, again, your time and waiting. Now, let's talk about, aside from Batangas, punta naman po tayo dun sa Bulacan na tinawag ni Senator Ping Lacson, yung most notorious. During the last hearing, you said there were, if I'm not mistaken, sir, was it 30? You agreed to about a number of, was it 10 or 30 ghost projects? I'm sorry, my memory is...
I think I have not mentioned any number for that in that hearing, but I said yes. We have discovered some ghost projects because we still have to validate actually all the projects that have been completed in that district engineering office thinking.
All right, Secretary. Since then, that must have been about 2 weeks ago, upon the questioning of Senate President Pro Tempore Jinggoy Estrada regarding the ghost projects. Do you have a number now that you can share? I know, sir, there's so much to talk about, but maybe let's just talk about Bulacan for now.
Yes, well, there are I think five sites that cannot be accounted for. For now, there are five sites that have not been accounted for. So, and we're continuing with the other projects right now, identifying them. I think the problem is actually there are partly implemented projects as well, you know, and there are completely non-existing projects, existent projects. So we are all in the process of documenting it, and that's the reason why. Also, I have issued suspension orders to all the people there in the district office, in our staff, senior staff in the district office.
You mean in Bulacan?
In Bulacan, yes.
So,
in Bulacan, in the first engineering district, yes.
That's no, sir. Si yung first supposed to be Mr. Henry Alcantara, if I'm not mistaken, sir.
Yes, he's part of it. Yeah, he was the former district engineer, and there is a new district engineer who was the former assistant district engineer.
Yeah, yung Bryce.
And of course, all the project engineers that who were there for a long time. I've been implementing all these projects, I think.
Secretary, to be clear, is there a number you can share with us now with regards to ghost projects in Bulacan? Yun pong wala talaga, guni-guni, multo.
So far, lima yung I think validated ghost projects.
Okay.
But may mga kwan din.
Substandard.
What I termed as half ghost projects.
Half ghost. 50% lang pong ginawa.
Ganun lang.
Opo. And you know, with all this, Secretary, how difficult is the job, and who is leading the investigation into? I mean, you're looking at the whole Philippines here, and
yes,
pinag-uusapan po natin, if we were to follow just the President's sumbong sa Pangulo the past 3 years, and this could well go even before 2022, because a case in point, as you mentioned, anything done within the year 2022 was a budget that was implemented or crafted in 2021, the year before. Ibig sabihin, bago pa po kayo nandyan o bago pa po nanungkulan si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. So the question, sir, is how are you actually managing being able to investigate and look into all these projects, sir, and at the same time possibly reshuffle the people in different districts, sir?
Yes. Well, we have people and teams that I have sent. I sent to validate all the projects that we reported to have been completed to the president. And yes, as you mentioned, there are in the list that we have submitted to the president, there are a good number of projects that were started and completed, of course, in the past administration. Well, I'm sure that the documentations of these projects are still intact in the department, so it would be easy for us to determine kung sino yung involved in the implementation of anomalous projects like this. You know? So I think it's just a matter of documentation of those anomalous projects that we will soon be able to find out in every district in department.
And if you were to give a percentage, sir, of the findings of the DPWH, how soon are you to complete the investigation of all the flood control projects just from 2022 to 2025?
Well, I think we have completed actually the first phase of our validation process, Pinky. That the first phase of our validation process is to find out what we call absent or present validation, whether the project, the project is still there or the project is not there. So I think we have completed that, and I think the reports are now being consolidated, and we will know actually the extent of the findings within the week.
Okay.
Within the week or so,
and Secretary, this will be the ones that are there, the ones that are 50% there, and the ones that are completely not there.
Exactly. Yes.
Because I think the next hearing is this coming Monday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's the schedule, Pinky.
Opo. And
then after that, if I find the projects to have been badly implemented, then that's the time that we are going to send the financial and technical team actually to validate all the information and details of the project.
When was the last time you spoke to the president, sir?
Oh, yeah. I think it was about a week ago.
Any marching orders, sir? What can you share about the conversation?
Well, he just instructed me to continue with the investigations, expedite the investigations as well.
Because in one of the projects, sir, no?
And report to him actually
okay.
As soon as we're able to uncover some of these anomalous projects. Actually.
Very quickly, sir, because I'm running out of time. PCAB, the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, there was interpellation with Senator Ping Lacson today at the Senate, and the PCAB came up, and it's come out in many other reports because of this alleged borrowing, licenses for lease. Ano po. Just to clarify, sir, the PCAB is not under the DPWH. Is it under the Department of, is it under the DTI?
That's correct, Kimiki.
Okay.
It's correct. It's correct. It's under DTI.
What should be done, Secretary, so that also questions on the PCAB and the use of licenses should be avoided, or should not even happen at all, and so that we will have truly accredited construction companies within the PCAB?
Well, I think the PCAB has its own, it goes through the licensing, as I know, granting licenses to contractors is a very stringent process being done by DTI because they have to get all the documentations necessary for them to give a basic license and to classify according to the category of each contractor. You know, these contractors are being categorized in accordance with their experience and their financial capability as well. You know, there are two things actually: the license of the contractor, and then you have to get the net financial contracting capacity, which is also a document that is issued by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. So, these are the basic documents that you need, that is required for a contractor to bid at a certain project. And I think these are the pre-qualification is actually embodied in a law, actually the procurement law. Very stringent, actually also the requirements for that.
Secretary, it's the last question. Will you be able to reveal or tell us notorious contractors?
Well, sooner or later, I think we will be coming up with that as soon as we are able to document all these things, Pinky. That is actually the instructions of the president, because whoever is involved in these mga anomalous in transactions or projects. They will have to be named actually, and the cases will have to be filed anyway.
DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan, sir, pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too, Pinky. Thank you, and good evening.
Good evening, sir. That's On Point. Join us again tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. here on BNC, the Billionario News Channel. I'm Pinky Webb. Thank you for watching.